Right now, two massive storm systems are strengthening across the United States, and what is about to unfold over the next 7 days could be one of the most dangerous weather weeks we have seen all year. I am talking 3 straight days of severe weather, tornadoes that could reach EF2 or stronger, baseball-sized hail, wind gusts over 70 miles per hour, and then a winter storm slamming the Midwest and Northeast with up to 2 feet of snow and an Arctic blast dropping temperatures 20 to 30 degrees below normal. If you live anywhere from Texas to Michigan to the East Coast, this forecast directly affects you. Here is my promise. Stay with me through this video and I will give you the exact timing for when these storms hit your area, city by city, state by state, for over 270 locations across America. And at the 5-minute mark, I will reveal which cities face the highest risk for significant tornadoes, the kind that can level entire neighborhoods. Do not skip ahead. Every detail between now and then could save your life or the life of someone you love. But first, let me tell you what makes this setup so terrifying. The atmosphere right now looks like something we normally see in late May, not early March. Dew points are surging into the mid to upper 60s across the Ohio Valley and Southern Plains. In some spots, we are seeing dew points hit 72 degrees. That is an insane amount of moisture for this time of year. On top of that, instability values are reaching 4,000 joules per kilogram. That is near record-breaking fuel for these storms to feed on. And when you combine that with a 50-plus knot low-level jet stream, you get a recipe for explosive storm development. This is rare, this is dangerous, and it is happening starting today. Now let me walk you through this day by day so you know exactly when to be on alert. Today, Monday. We already have a slight risk of severe weather stretching from central Arkansas through northern Mississippi and into northern Alabama. The window opens right around lunchtime, 12 noon Central Time. By 2 in the afternoon, thunderstorms will be firing across Little Rock, Memphis, and the northern half of Mississippi. These storms will carry large hail, potentially 2 inches in diameter or bigger. That is tennis ball-sized ice falling from the sky. The tornado threat today sits at 2%, but do not let that number fool you. Just last week, a 2% risk produced 3 large tornadoes in Michigan that killed 4 people. By 4 in the afternoon, watch for discrete cells forming north of Birmingham, Alabama. These isolated storms carry the highest tornado risk today. Between 5 and 7 in the evening, nasty storms will cruise through the entire northern half of Alabama, pushing into Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, and eventually western Georgia near Rome and Atlanta by 8 to 10 at night. Things should calm down after midnight, but do not go to sleep without your weather alerts turned on. Now here is where it gets serious. Do not miss the next section. Tuesday is shaping up to be the most dangerous day of the entire outbreak. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a Level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk covering northwestern Indiana, Chicago, central Illinois, and northeastern Missouri. A massive slight risk stretches from southern Michigan all the way down to the Texas-Mexico border. That is over 1,000 miles of severe weather potential in a single day. Here is the timeline for Tuesday. Morning hours will be quiet across the Midwest with clear skies and sunshine. That sunshine is the problem. It is fueling the atmosphere, building instability like a pressure cooker ready to blow. Down south in Texas, scattered storms will begin forming between 1 and 4 in the afternoon. Western Texas will see a line of storms developing while discrete supercells fire up near Dallas-Fort Worth as early as 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Any of these supercells could produce a strong tornado with very little warning. Now here is the part I promised you at the 5-minute mark. The cities facing the highest risk for significant tornadoes on Tuesday. In the northern corridor, the warm frontal boundary sets up across Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana. This is where the triple point forms. The spot where moisture, wind shear, and instability all collide. Cities at the highest risk include Chicago, Peoria, Rockford, Springfield, Illinois, St. Louis, Kansas City, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, and all of northwestern Indiana. The tornado environment here shows STP values of 5 to 6 on a scale of 0 to 10. That means if supercells form, and they will, tornadoes are almost guaranteed. There is a 10% risk of tornadoes within 25 miles of any given point in this corridor, and EF2 or greater tornadoes are possible from Kansas City through St. Louis and up to Fort Wayne. In the southern corridor, the threat runs from west of Dallas-Fort Worth through central Texas and into Oklahoma. Supercells forming out ahead of the main storm line could drop strong tornadoes with large destructive hail. The peak danger window for the Midwest is right around sunset Tuesday evening, roughly 6 to 9 Central Time. That is when explosive thunderstorms will erupt seemingly from nowhere across central Illinois and spread rapidly. By 8 in the evening, multiple supercells will be tracking from northwest Indiana through Missouri. Storms will also be firing near Kansas City and central Kansas. By 9 to 10 at night, these storms begin clustering together, and the tornado threat shifts to an embedded tornado risk within squall lines. Wind gusts could exceed 70 to 80 miles per hour with this line of storms. The overnight hours into Wednesday will still carry a damaging wind threat across the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. Now for Wednesday. The storm system does not quit. A resurgence of instability and Gulf moisture fires up a new round of severe weather. By the early to mid-afternoon, a large line of thunderstorms develops across Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi. The tornado risk on Wednesday peaks between 3 and 9 in the evening, mainly across Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Tennessee. Cities at risk include Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Huntsville, Nashville, Memphis, Tuscaloosa, Monroe, Louisiana, and Columbus, Mississippi. I could see a strong tornado or two forming out ahead of the main line, especially in Mississippi and Alabama. Damaging winds will also push through Kentucky, the Tennessee Valley, and by late evening, thunderstorms will impact Pennsylvania and the broader Northeast. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, the line pushes toward the East Coast. A low-end severe threat continues into Thursday for Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. Cities like Atlanta, Savannah, Charleston, Jacksonville, and Tampa should stay alert for residual severe weather. But here is the twist nobody is talking about yet. After 3 days of tornadoes and severe storms, a powerful winter storm builds from Friday into Saturday across the northwest and north-central United States. This storm brings tight pressure gradients, which means sustained damaging winds of 50 to 70 miles per hour or higher across the northern Rockies, Dakotas, Great Lakes, and interior Northeast. Heavy snow starts piling up from Montana and Wyoming into the Dakotas, with over a foot of accumulation. As the storm intensifies across the Great Lakes, snowfall totals could reach 1 to 2 feet in parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, and upstate New York. Right below the snow line, freezing rain and ice will coat everything. This is the kind of ice storm that snaps power lines and brings down tree branches. Power outages are almost certain across multiple states. And then comes the cold. An Arctic blast unlike anything we have seen this season pushes south from Saturday through the following Wednesday or Thursday. Temperatures will plunge 20 to 30 degrees below average. Monday morning, freezing temperatures will reach as far south as the Tennessee-Kentucky Valley. Single-digit readings and even negative temperatures will grip the Midwest and Great Lakes. Wind chills will make it feel even more brutal. Tuesday, the cold pivots toward the southeast and east coast. Wednesday, freezing temperatures push all the way to the Great Lakes and Atlantic seaboard. Thursday, another shot of frigid air hangs on across the east. And here is what most forecasters are not telling you yet. This is not a one-and-done event. Both the European model and the GFS are showing a persistent negative North Atlantic oscillation pattern that will keep sending cold blasts from late March into April. Another storm system is already building for the following Sunday into Monday. This cold and stormy pattern has legs. So let me give you the complete city list. If your city is on this list, you need a plan right now. Monday, severe weather risk. Little Rock, Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, Florence, Alabama, Gadsden, Atlanta, Rome, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, Monroe, Louisiana, Shreveport, Pine Bluff, Hot Springs, Jonesboro, Nashville, and Western Tennessee. Tuesday, severe weather risk. Chicago, Peoria, Rockford, Springfield, Illinois, Champaign, Bloomington, Illinois, Quincy, St. Louis, Kansas City, Columbia, Missouri, Jefferson City, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, Lafayette, Indiana, South Bend, Gary, Milwaukee, Madison, Wisconsin, Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Austin, San Antonio, Abilene, Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Norman, Wichita, Topeka, Little Rock, and Fayetteville, Arkansas. Wednesday, severe weather risk. Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Tupelo, Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, Huntsville, Tuscaloosa, Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga, Memphis, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Louisiana, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Scranton, and the broader Mid-Atlantic. Weekend winter storm risk. Billings, Great Falls, Bismarck, Fargo, Sioux Falls, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Duluth, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Madison, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Lansing, Cleveland, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, Burlington, Vermont, Portland, Maine, Boston, and the entire interior Northeast. Comment below right now with the city or state where you live, and I will personally respond with your specific risk level and timing breakdown. I read every single comment. Now here is what I need you to do. First, charge all your devices tonight. Power outages are likely this weekend. Second, if you have a storm shelter or basement, make sure the path is clear. Third, set up weather alerts on your phone right now. Do not wait until the sirens are going off. Fourth, check on your neighbors, especially elderly neighbors and anyone with pets. This week is going to test a lot of communities. One more thing, I am already tracking the next storm system that forms after this Arctic blast. Early signs suggest it could bring another round of severe weather in the last week of March. I will have that full breakdown in my next video, so make sure you are following this channel so you do not miss it. Stay safe out there. The next 7 days are going to be a wild ride, and I will be right here giving you every update